Hello, beautiful ladies. Dr. Cari here. I was recently speaking to a group of women, and I was talking about the changes that happen from the fertility years into the menopausal years. And one of the changes that happens for us is we go from being very external focused to taking care of others to being more internal focused. And the reason for that, there is a reason for that. When we're in our fertility years, our biologically driven, so the way that we're programmed, role is to procreate and to ensure the offspring's survival. Now, I didn't procreate. It's not saying we have to procreate, but that's what biologically we're programmed to do. When we move into the menopausal years, our menses ceases and our role changes. So now our role is to ensure the survival of our tribe by teaching them how to survive, okay? And gosh, if you look around at our society today, hasn't the wise woman role been missing? I mean, we have not been stepping into this role fully in our power, teaching our tribe how to thrive and survive, right? So I was telling this to this group of women, and one of the women raised her hand and they said, you know, Cari, I am, way into menopause. My children are 19 and 20 something, and yet I feel like I'm doing more to take care of them now, almost not than I ever have, but my life is still very geared around taking care of them. And quite truthfully, I'm kind of not enjoying it. And she was feeling like I could tell she was not feeling good about herself because of that. And so what I want you women to know is that we literally biologically change through this transition. And one of those changes is we do not focus so much on the immediate survival of our offspring, right? So what we do start to do is we start to think bigger. We start to look bigger. And we start to look within and we start to question, what do I really want to impart to this, my tribe, these people, this earth? How do I really want to serve? Now, in doing that, our interest shifts away from the immediate survival needs of our children. So, if your children are still kind of wanting from you, there's probably a couple things going on. First of all, when in the animal kingdom, when it's time for an offspring to thrive, the parents kind of got to kick them out and make them go learn how to swim. So I was in the tropics, and there had been a big storm, and during the storm, a turtle's egg nest had gotten disrupted. So some people had made a nest for it further up the beach. And I happened to be there while that nest was, while the turtles were hatching. It was amazing. As they hatched, they started trying to make their way down the beach. And some of the people in the group thought, wow, they're really struggling. There's birds, they're not gonna make it. Let me help them. And they picked them up and they took them down to the water. Well, unfortunately, when they did that, those turtles didn't know how to swim. Because it turns out that those little turtles struggling their way down the beach to get to the water is how their body gets strong enough. They develop the skills and the muscles to be able to swim. So sometimes, most of the time, if you think about your life, the struggle is actually part of the training. So if your children are still relying on you too much, the most loving and caring thing you can do is gently start to pull back. Now, one of the things as parents that we do to our children that we don't realize is we worry about them. And when you worry about a child, you're telling them that you don't believe that they can do it. So I'm going to ask you to check in and see, do you worry about your children? And if you do, see if you can find that part of you that knows that they're amazing and knows that they're going to figure it out. And then live from that place. Now, when you have your own worries, know that's your work for you to do. But keep seeing your children as the capable beings that they are. It doesn't mean that we're constantly going like, you're amazing, you're this. That actually can create in a child a feeling of like, oh my God, I have to live up to this belief my parent has about me. Not helpful either. Just as that inner knowing that they are capable. And if they don't seem like they are, start to see them as they are. Start to find within yourself the vision of their capable self and hold it for them. And then, if you're still struggling with letting them out of the nest, you got to check in and you got to see how much of your self-worth, how much of your self-value you have placed in taking care of others. Because that's about you. And that can ultimately handicap them. So, it's our time to let them fly. It's our time. Yes, we can lovingly support them. We can listen to them. We can give them advice. Absolutely. No, we don't have to just be like, no, I'm not helping you. No, we don't have to do that. But letting them fall down and pick themselves up, letting them figure it out, is only helping them become more and more and more of the amazing being that they are. I hope you find this helpful. Sending you so much love. If you like the video, give us a like. If you're watching this via an email, then send us some messages about what more videos you want, because I am here to serve you guys. And if you want to know about something, I want to help make sure you get the information that you need.